What's going on, peeps? Brandon Bailey here, checking here with CBS Sports HQ, along with the fellas here, Jonathan Jones here, NFL writer, and the champ here as well, Bryant McFadden. Of course, we're getting close to that offseason mode for a lot of teams, looking to kind of restructure the roster as well as maybe look towards a draft. But some might want to keep tabs of their own in 2022 with that franchise tag. Before we get into it, fellas, I want to take a look at those numbers when it comes to projections, the franchise tag. You see the values there. I heard that, B-Mac. The QB's always getting paid, starting at 29.5 there. Then you got to bring in the linebackers and wide receivers when it comes to divvying out 18.5. Outside of that, you have the quarterbacks and defensive ends checking it at 17.5. And per usual, the kickers and punters, no love there. Just a little bit at $5 million when it comes to that tag. So, JJ, I want to start with you. If we're looking at Green Bay, and you see that number for wide receivers there, Davante Adams, obviously you might want to keep Aaron Rodgers happy. Are they playing tag here with Adams?
I think that there's no question that they are playing tag here with Davante Adams. And Brandon, B-Mac, we want to make clear, we don't love the franchise tag, right? We want guys to get paid. We want them to have job security. And yes, the franchise tag is guaranteed money for just 1 year, but these guys hate the franchise tag. They want to get long-term deals. There's no question about it. But as it relates to the Green Bay Packers, what are they looking for? Well, they don't want Davante Adams to go into free agency. And so you're going to see a number of lists coming out here in the next couple of weeks about top free agents. And Davante Adams is going to be at the top of that list, certainly as it relates to his position. He's not going to be a free agent. The Green Bay Packers aren't going to allow that to happen. So we see the projected numbers right here. The Packers are not in a good salary cap situation, but you don't let a top 2 wide receiver just walk. And so they very likely are going to tag Davante Adams and figure out the rest later. I don't think that this is going to happen particularly soon. They can do it as early as February 22nd, as late as March the 8th. And I think it's going to be closer to March the 8th than it would be February 22nd. Will Davante Adams try to get out of Green Bay? Will he try to join Aaron Rodgers if Aaron Rodgers goes somewhere else, or if he retires? All of that is to be seen, and because of that, it's really difficult to project exactly what's going to happen, but it is almost impossible to imagine that the Green Bay Packers are going to allow Davante Adams to become a free agent in mid-March, and that ultimately they would just get a third-round compensatory pick for him. The other thing here is, well, if you make him a free agent or if you don't tag him, what would you do with him? You would sign him to a long-term deal. Well, he's going to want to be paid as the highest-paid wide receiver in the NFL. That would be DeAndre Hopkins' money at around $27 million, which is about a $10 million gap between the franchise tag and that average annual salary. So they're a long way away from that. They're a long way away from figuring things out. And because of those reasons, a tag is very likely for Davante Adams.
Yeah, I agree with you, JJ. I know he is the most important player not named Aaron Rodgers for the Green Bay Packers. And even if you lose Aaron Rodgers, they're a better team. They're a better offense with number 17 in the lineup. So worst case scenario for the Green Bay Packers, worst case scenario for Davante Adams, they will tag him. But you better believe they will continue to try to negotiate. But if they can't get anything done with a new contract extension, he will be in a Green Bay Packers uniform for sure in 2022.
You see those numbers here when it comes to receiving touchdowns since 2014, right behind Mike Evans. But of course, if you want to keep A-Rod there, you might want to have Adams back in that Green Bay uniform there. All right.
Do you want a sports network that delivers everything that matters about the game? The highlights, the picks, the instant analysis, no yelling, no fake debates, no politics. Hit the subscribe button and never miss a moment.